Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore, and I am using all new gear, everybody. Oh, I'm so excited. That's why I'm late tonight. It was a good reason. I got to apologize to my man who's in the building, Jody Joe.
Yo,
what up, Joe?
Up? Shout out to the new gear. Shout out to the OBS Studio, the pro version.
Bam! Look at this.
I don't know how you've been doing this whole time.
Oh, my God. Well, look, I don't want to get into too much of the technical stuff because tonight's going to be me trying to see if this works. And, well, tell me if the sound's better. The sound should be better. Everything should start looking better. And I used OBS now. OBS Streamlabs. Tonight's my night where I'm going to test it. I got my mixer in. The USB audio came in. Shout out to Carlos. Carlos, my man. My friend Zaid hooked me up with this because he usually hooks me up. But this I never met him until last night. He texted me last night and figured out how to use my mixer for me, got it all set up, and then came to my house and walked through all the troubleshooting, the audio. It should sound 10 times better, lots more in store. Let me flip the lights on.
Nice of him to do that.
So Carlos, my man, I think he's tuning in. I'll have to bring him in one of these streams and thank him because he's what a pro. And he's working on some new graphics and stuff to help me out. So anyway, I'm excited. Let me work out the kinks tonight. Thursday stream, we'll talk more about specifics and all that stuff as well. I'll show you some of the gear. I want to work it out one stream before we get fully into the reveal of everything, but I couldn't have done it without you guys who supported the stream. Thank you guys so much. I can finally hear myself again. Oh, it's so nice. For the past week, I couldn't even hear myself. Jody, my man, how are you doing? Good to see you.
I'm good, man. It's good to be here, man. It's good to be doing what we've been doing, and a lot of fire topics that we have tonight. Let's continue to give them that real talk.
Real talk. I have it. There it is. Real talk. All right, and stay towards the end. We got this has actually been Jody. Before we even get there, it's been you told me this, but just over a year and a month. The two of us have done this show and done this collaboration cross-channel, and I couldn't have been happier on the results of what we did, man. Not only just the content, but the friendship. Ride or die, my man. We have some news we're going to talk about at the end of the stream, but let's talk. We're going to tease it. We'll get there. We'll talk about a celebration of that year and some news. But so happy. Let's just have some fun tonight. Let's real talk it out and do some fun stuff. All right. Is there an echo? Is there an echo on me? It sounded perfect. No. There should be like a nice bass. And it should sound like bass. Finally, my mic's plugged in right. All right. So let's get to the first topic at hand. Before I do, I want to tell you what I'm doing here because it's changing the gear up a little bit. All right. So mods, I've already adapted. What's nice about Linktree is you can swap in new links, and so the link is still good. But oh my God, I'm so used to using my hotkeys, but no, I got this amazing Stream Deck. Steph was the one who finally got me to go. Oh my God, it's a game changer. I got Lewis's head as my guest. Steph finally showed me, and it's a game changer, no doubt. It's going to change my life. I'm so glad I have these options. I can now mix like a pro. But as I have this up, I'm now using Stream Elements. So basically, before, if you were tipping through Streamlabs. Well, not anymore. Streamlabs OBS, I'm not using it anymore. Jody had told me, and then he's a pro, and this Carlos, some others like, no, you got to go back to OBS. That is where you do streaming. There's some other sort of, it's like Streamlabs is for like the newbies who sort of want to do it easily. OBS, if you really learn OBS, there's a lot of plugins and things you can do to do anything you want is on OBS, which you can't do in Streamlabs. And so I finally went over and fixed it all. So now, and then I also got a new system thanks to all your donations, which we'll show off Thursday. But so hopefully as the weeks come, it'll sound like a pro. But this is my new thing. So guys, tonight I want you to try it with me. Stream Elements mods, it's in there. This is the link. I'll put it there. It's also in the link tree for the mods who are sharing. But that's the link. If you go to the Stream Elements link and you donate $20 through Stream Elements, a British robot will read your comment out loud. It's quite funny. British robot will now join the show, read whatever you want to write. We'll hear a little noise. The top left will be alerts if somebody joins tonight as a member, which right there, my join button. Oh, no, it's supposed to be this one. Join. That's not the right button. Uh-oh. Oh, no, I guess I didn't do that right. That's subscribe. Joins over here. Wait, I think I could do that live. Can I do it live, Jody? Will it let me adjust this live? There it is. Background. There it is. Yeah. Bam. The Stream Deck thing. Oh my God, the Stream Deck is the best. There it is. The join. That's how you join right there. And if you become a member today, you'll see a nice little alert in the top left. Jimbo, see our first. You see in the top left, Jimbo. Super chat of $5. There it is up top. Now, if you'd give boom, knock shadow. There it is. We hear something.
Test. I'm thinking of matching donations tonight, up to a certain point. Ooh. Challenge to the chat.
Oh, did you hear that, Jody? Did it play
Just
for you?
heard that.
Yeah,
I just heard it.
The British robot, Brian, our British robot, will anything above 25, Knock Shadow will match. What? Tony just tipped $2. Good job. But see nice little alerts up there. We'll see if you guys become members or you donate. Now it looks like a real stream, doesn't it? Looks like Jody's stream.
Yeah, look at that. It looks good.
OBS for the win. Yes, exactly. So, Jim, I got your comment. We'll get there, but that's how. So now, if you guys use the Stream Elements link and donate through there, anything over $20 automatically will give me a warning. We'll hear a little ding. I'll see it. I'm going to set some better prioritizations and a lot of other stuff, but there you go. Knock Shadows throughout the gauntlet. He will be matching donations up to a point. Who out there feels generous tonight? Let's keep this going. I haven't been able to post as many videos because I've been getting all this gear ready, so please do. Thank you all who are supporting it. All right, so let's talk about this Spider-Man title. We'll go now to the main, but I want to make sure you guys had Stream Elements tonight. Mods, help me get it out there. It should be on the bottom, too. If you want your British robot, let's all write something funny and have the British robot say something ridiculous. He'll say whatever you want. God, it sounds so much better. Gotta say, he added some stuff.
The audio sounds better, too.
Everything sounds and starting to look better. Fantastic. All right, well, Jim, thank you for that first chat, too, Jim. It doesn't have to be right now, but I want to know your thoughts on the failed attempt to cancel Henry Cavill for dating Gina Carano in the past. Wait, what? Did you know this?
Nah.
Wait, what? Henry Cavill was dating Gina Carano and they're trying to cancel him because he dated her? Nuh-uh. Jim, DM me that link. Somebody DM me that link.
Gina Carano?
That's insane. Shit. That's a whole story. We should have done that. Henry Cavill.
Man, that'd be a wrestling match in the bedroom. Golly.
I want to watch that. Yeah. That is a tape I would watch. Yeah, dude. Holy crap. How did we miss? Sorry, I'm delaying that. How did we not know this? There, look at these beauties.
He really did? Yeah.
Whoo!
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Can I keep it a buck? I got to keep it a buck right now. He is out of her league.
Oh, dude, she's smoking. What are you talking about?
This is Henry Cavill we're talking about, my dude. What are you talking about, bro?
Dude, she's
Gina Carano's nice. Yeah, she's fun. Yeah,
I like her, man. She's hottie. She's a hottie.
Henry Cavill. As a
I mean,
man
when was this? This was pre-Man of
Steel.
Steel. This is right around Man of Steel?
Still buff. Still beefcake. Bro. Gina Carano's nice, bro. But Henry...
Oh, I don't know. I think Gina looks good. Man, look at that. I did not know this. Wow. Good for them, man. Dude, I'd watch the hell out of that. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, dude, it was for a while. Beauties. It was for a while there. It wasn't, look at it. It wasn't even like a little thing. Look at this. Wow, this lasted a while. Here they are, like flirting with a dog. Man. Well, there we go. Jody, man, that's a shocker. All right, well, good for them. Good for Henry Cavill. Does that mean Henry Cavill must be a conservative, Jody, and we must cancel him next? Is that what that means?
He might be a conservative, but why we got to cancel him for being a conservative? Shit.
No, that's what I'm just saying.
Let him live, man.
He's smart. He's not on Twitter saying dumb things. I gotta say.
Gina thick though. Look at that. She got that. She's like.
Hold on, I'm putting your title for some reason didn't pop up here. Jody's. Come on, Jody. You're saying he's out of. Well, I mean, look. Anybody who dates Henry Cavill, I would argue.
Gina Carano's not top tier.
I would say anybody who dates Henry Cavill is they're out of his league. You know what I'm saying?
He's out of their league, probably.
Exactly. Like I don't mean to diss Gina
you
Carano.
Think Henry Cavill, you think like Jessica Alba. You think women like on that level.
Yeah, like I mean, yeah. I guess.
Gina Carano's fire, but she's not top tier, bro.
I mean, she is for a lot of people, but she's not your top tier. I get what you're saying.
Right.
Like supermodel, top of the line.
Anybody who puts Gina Carano on Jessica Alba level or Beyonce level or people like that, they're tripping. That's fine if you like that. You know, they probably like the more strong, beefy look. But
I mean,
there's levels to this, right?
When they said you were dating, I was like, oh, okay, man. But no, like it looks like they were dating. Like they were. I want to. How long was this? What happened? Is that him
like
with his mom?
The girl that you crush on. That used to be with Ben Affleck. Come on.
Like there he is with his like mom or somebody. I don't know who that is. And then
what's her name?
Who is this? But yeah, this was no joke.
Look at this old picture. This fool Henry Cavill had light brown highlights. Look at this nigga right here, bro.
Wow.
Henry! He had the curl in the back.
Yeah, and he was like all I mean, come on. See, Gina can't be that bad if Superman was dating her, Jody.
Oh no, she's probably got a whole bunch of other stuff working in her favor too that we just can't visually see as well.
I might need to just
mind
pivot
state,
this thumbnail to be Gina Carano dated Henry Cavill. I just didn't know. I mean, I'm not. Who cares? Are shocked to find out he once dated Gina Carano. This is so stupid. It really is. Like, people are now gonna like diss on Henry Cavill for dating somebody. Like, how messed up of a society are we, Jody? Where we're I mean, like, what the heck? Now I'm scared because she was dating. Currently judging Henry Cavill for dated Gina Carano, even though it was a decade ago. I mean, come on. These people are the worst. Here's like Homeland. Jesus. Oh, my God. That's so ridiculous.
They ended their relationship in 2013, right when Man of Steel came out. Henry was like, you know what? I'm Superman now, so...
And I don't like this narrative. They're using it to vilify her. This is stupid.
Yeah, it's dumb.
This is so stupid.
You shouldn't be judged on who you dated, bro.
And
like, you shouldn't be judged on who you dated.
They're finding any excuse they can to diss this person. Like, enough. She's out.
Yeah,
who cares? Like,
weird.
move on with your life. These people will not move on with their lives.
That's weird. They won. She's gone, and she's doing her own thing.
Just let her do her own thing. How good for
Yeah, let her
her.
live.
She's a complete fire character, and she's finally... I love how it's like a friend says. This is always the Us Weekly nonsense. Talk about garbage clickbait. Why did they break up? Does it? But not once, but twice. Seems somewhat of a mystery. Couple adopted a puppy in early 2013. The breeders of the dog comment on how sweet and genuine Carano and Cavill... Dude, I can tell you, Carano is sweet and a not good person. She really is. Just because she has different political beliefs, she doesn't mean she's a monster, as everyone's trying to paint her. I think she made some mistakes on Twitter. But so did Pedro Pascal, everybody.
I'd go gay for Cavill. That's right, bro.
Who would? Right.
Same.
They're a joy to be around. It was truly an honor to get them extended. Intended to have a long-term relationship. A dog was involved. Seriously, getting a dog, Jody, is a serious step in a relationship.
Serious. That's serious step. Yeah, that is.
Who is she dating now? I thought it was drunk 3PO. No. Anyway, now who she's dating is none of our damn business. I applaud this couple. What a badass couple. But I just man, Henry Cavill really just keeps quiet though. I'm impressed by that. You know what I mean? Like
about him that he's low key.
Yeah, he does. He's not messing around. He doesn't. He keeps to himself. He's building computers. Like, dude, I like the dude. I got to be honest.
I feel like his shyness and his timid nature ended up costing him in the long run. You know, sometimes you need to speak out and speak up. But I think it worked for him more than it hasn't. So I'll leave it alone.
Well, yeah. Someone said if you want to move on, let's not talk about it. Look, if somebody pays me, I talk about it. I'll look into it. So thank you for the Jim for the. I was genuinely shocked. I mean, I'm not like because she doesn't deserve. Like, they're both hot, amazingly strong people. I just didn't. Sometimes it's weird. You're like, what? No, they dated? Well, cool. You know?
I do not care about Gina Carano or her life or her situation at all. We just doing what people want us to talk about. You know, that's why we're here, right? People say something, Andy want to talk about it. I'm here to give that commentary.
Real talk. Real talk.
Bro.
Oh, I love when I can push the button and it fades in now. Ooh, that's so good looking. And then Joshua Gray, what's up, my man? My channel has grown over 130% in 28 days. Thanks for the support and congrats on the new gear. Joshua Gray is a good dude. I like him on the stream. Going to have him on if he wants to come on more. Loved his take on Mortal Kombat, Jody. If you need an expert on Mortal Kombat, dude, Joshua is your man. Been doing a lot of Mortal Kombat stuff, and he knows all the lore, all the craziness. He offered some really good insight last stream on that. So Joshua Gray, of course, Mr. Joshua Gray on YouTube. Happy to support you, brother. Thank you for the support too, and happy to have you back anytime, man. But nice to hear you're getting some support from the crew.
Yeah, that's good to hear.
All right, well, let's start. Sorry, delayed. We got delayed a little bit, but let's get back to the topic at hand. So, Jody, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but all of the Spider-Man cast was out there revealing. So excited to announce the new Spider-Man title. Can't wait for you to see what we have been up to. Love from Atlanta. And here's the first new image. This is from Tom Holland's official Instagram. Spider-Man Phone Home. What do you think, Jody?
I think it's trash.
Well,
I think it's absolute trash. I think the logos, the color,
yeah,
the name, trash.
All right.
Go
Well,
back.
I was like, you know what? I was like, I could dig it. Phone Home,
no.
if that means it's about the Spider-Verse. And he's like,
It's instantly going to tie you to E.T. and nothing else.
yeah, well, Peter Parker's always like the pop culture. Remember this thing? Remember that thing? Remember Aliens? That's always what he's doing in this movie. So I was like, all right. I mean, I guess I could. It's kind of fun, like little nod to that. But wait, what was this? Jacob from the film, who plays Ned. We're so excited to share the title of our new movie. Swipe over for the big reveal. Also, enjoy this exclusive still from the movie. Just a bunch of weird images. But wait, what? Spider-Man Homewrecker.
I can't see that. I don't see Phone Home one. You got to give me the slide. Share with me. Share with
It's
me.
gonna mess everything up. It's share. Should see it now. There we go. Now
There we go.
So share first was Phone Home,
Okay.
and now Jacob is sharing Homewrecker.
Home Wrecker. That's even worse. That's crazy. But I like the color scheme better. I like that dark gray with the little blue,
A little bit of purple, yeah. It's like our colors underneath
red
there.
in there. Yeah, I like that.
All
a little
right,
bit.
so we got Homewrecker, but wait, there's more. Zendaya, so excited to announce the new Spider-Man title. So proud of
Come
this
on,
one.
Zendaya.
FOS is back. What is that? What's FOS? I don't even get it. Somebody tell me.
I don't know.
But here they are together, and Home Slice.
That's even worse than the last. They get. Oh, you lined them up this way, huh? They got worse each different one,
Yep.
bro. Home Slice.
Home
What?
Slice, Home Wrecker, Phone Home. We got all three of them right there.
All of
that you
this
can see
is
'em in.
all this is fake. This is just trying to. It's marketing, trying to get us excited, which is cool. You know, I could appreciate it, but you know,
Part of me thinks, my guess is they don't even have a title yet. I feel like they're just, because they're so annoyed at everybody breaking it, that, well, no, I'm sure they have a bunch, but I bet you they haven't committed to one until like they commit to one, because I could see someone scooping it, and I could see them be like, you know what, F you, that's not what it's called. We've changed our mind. We're going to go back to this one. I could just see some them just trying to spite the scoopsters. So this just feels like, yeah, good luck trying to figure it out, because we're just going to keep trolling you forever. Until Sony says it, I don't believe it. You know what I mean? Like, until Sony has confirmed it, now even the cast you can't trust. But it's weird because this movie should be damn good. So and when I see these, excuse me, Homewrecker is interesting from a point of they're wrecking his home. Like they're going to wreck up everything. So Homewrecker is an interesting one in that regard of like, okay, interesting. Like, I don't like the term because everyone, calls me that based on my past. So when I hear that, like, oh, yeah, that has a personal sting to me, being real talk. As a cheater, that's what you call a homewrecker when you cheat on.
homewreckers when you ruin someone else's relationship.
I guess
You're
it's
not
the
a
girl. The
homewrecker.
girls in my relationship were the homewreckers. Fair enough, I guess,
Okay,
by
yeah.
definition. But
Bullshit.
but
Yeah.
anyway, still. But at the same time, though, I kind of appreciate if that's what it's about, right? Wrecking this home. Like the universe exploding or whatever. This is a home wrecker. Like, that is an interesting way to call it. But it seems
that's
so
not good,
forced.
though. It's
Seems
not
forced.
good. Me and
Slice,
you
not a
are
chance.
not buying this.
Home Slice is awful. Home
That's
Slice is
just
so
all
stupid.
the way bad. That's all the way bad.
Phone Home, it's tacky, but of those three,
Compared to these,
that's what I would pick.
same. I think probably 90% of the chat would as well. I mean, to pick Home Slice, that's just tough, bro. You know.
There were
And
so
you got
many.
the green. What about these colors, though, bro? I think these colors mean something.
Yeah, there's
The
clearly
colors
which person is it?
You got pink, green, and you got this gray. You know, do they mean characters that will be in this? You know, could it be green for Green Goblin, or could it be the pink for, I don't know, a different spider character? What's the gray for? I think these colors mean something. I think that's the only thing that means something from these three titles, not the Phone Home, Home Slice, or Home Wrecker. The fact that these colors are different, I think that is alluding to something.
Maybe.
And that's all I have on it.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely a why doesn't this go over? There we go. That's better. I think there's definitely a I can make this bigger. Oh, I love it.
Home Slice, and it's
There's
pink.
so the one I've heard, just so from my rumors,
Home.
No Way Home is the one I'm being told by sources that, but again, I don't quote me. Don't trust me. No Way Home, Home Sweet Home was one they were talking about for a while, like what Wizard of Oz type of thing too. Or there was what was the one? Was that Home Sweet Home? No. What was the there was a Yellow Brick Road one. No place like home. No place like home. There's no place like home.
Yeah. Homebound,
be
No
good.
Place Like Home, Home
Home
Sweet
Run
Home.
was one too that they were talking about.
Yeah.
The other thing that's sad is Tony Revolori never gets to be involved in any of these Spider-Man crew.
Ain't
so
that
sad
tough,
for him.
bro?
That
That's
sucks.
tough.
He was a really good dude. He showed up at ScreenJunkies a bunch. I haven't talked to him since, but yeah, I mean, it's weird. In the beginning, it seemed like he was all hopeful, and then as the movies progressed, it seemed like they sort of had their own distance. I know he was friends with
pushed him to
them,
the
but they
side.
pushed him to the side. Yeah,
They push him straight to the side, bro. It's tough, man.
that sucks. I liked him, but oh well. But out
he
of
was
these
nice.
titles, I'd go with Phone Home.
Why do you think that they're doing this? You think it's just because that they don't know the name of the title, or I think this is nothing that the MCU does to me is just going with the flow. I think that there's always a plan for all of these. You know, them bringing up these different titles, coloring them these different ways. I think they absolutely have the name of their movie, and I wouldn't be surprised if Home wasn't even in the title. You know, I feel like they got a plan.
I don't think that's going to be the case.
They might not. But I would be surprised.
Yeah, I mean, look, I like I said, I think they're at this point where so many people have been guessing, and there's so many options out there that they're sort of just like, whatever, we'll see what it is. Because let's be honest, Homecoming, Far From Home, I don't call them those. I never remember those titles.
I remember him.
I call it like Spider-Man, the one with Michael Keaton, Spider-Man 2, where they go to Europe.
Like, why did they even do this home sheet? Like, why are you tying? Why is home one of these terms that you're putting in all of your titles? What's the fascination of that? You know what I mean? Like, it's so
Good
kiddie
question.
to me, Andy, bro. Like this, none of this right here, bro, seems mature. And I don't know how you feel about it, but you know how I do, and a lot of people who are watching know how I feel about this. Tom Holland, he needs to grow up, and this Spider-Man 3 needs to be the film where he matures, and he's no longer a Spider Boy, but he needs to be Spider-Man. And you know, the way I'm seeing this so far, it looks like they're still gonna, you know, keep him Disney-fied until Sony gets their hands on him and then grows him up over there, which is fine. I'm really excited to see this movie for every other reason besides Tom Holland. Just keeping it a buck. I want to see Andrew Garfield. I want to see that Tobey Maguire, and I want to see that Doc Ock. Heck, I heard Charlie Cox is gonna be in one of these movies, I believe. So I want to see the old smashed-in teeth Kirsten Dunst, man. I just want to see the old Spider-Man stuff. None of this new stuff excites me or interests me, man. Maybe Zendaya a little bit, but bro, after seeing the movie on Netflix that she had with John David Washington, what was it called? Marie and Malcolm and Marie, or something like that. How sexualized she was in that, and how serious and how grown she was in that. And then seeing like a couple of episodes of Euphoria, which is a toxic show. I understand how people love it, but that shit is goddamn. But she's on a level, bro, of like stardom. She's bringing quality acting, and she's capable of delivering fire. And then she comes to this Spider-Man shit, and she turns into a child. I mean, they're dumbing Zendaya down heavily in this Spider-Man franchise. And I know Tom Holland has the ability to act as well. Man, I just want to see them turn it up. Give Zendaya a little bit more meat in this go around. You know, I'm looking at Zendaya like, give her some more meat in this script. Grow all of them up, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. I mean, I hope that happens. Just also for the record, apparently Tom Holland's on Jimmy Fallon tonight, so there's a lot of speculation that they'll be talking about it then. I probably will be streaming through then up to Lewis, so I'll try to react if it happens, or we'll be on Nerd Report or something at that point. But stay tuned, because tonight we may have that actually break, so we'll see. But anyway, I didn't want to forget that. But I agree with you. Look, I think Zendaya. It's weird. Zendaya clearly doesn't want to be as young as she is. Like, she's trying desperately to push away from those Spider-Man roles. And like, I saw those clips we were talking about the other night. We were talking about it, and it's like she's like too young now, and she's all sexed up. It like kind of creeps me out. Like, I'm at a point where it's like, I don't want.
It's not that she's too young. She just has a very underdeveloped body.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's like I was talking with my girlfriend, and we were just like, yeah, it's just weird seeing her like that, because exactly, she's still very young, small looking and everything, and so I'm not into that, and so it is what it is. But I could tell she's so desperately trying to no, I am a woman, and this all stuff is what she's clearly trying to do in her roles. And look, good for her. She should. But I'm with you. I've noticed for a while, like even Greatest Showman, I thought she was pretty good. Like she's definitely a star in the making and will be around for a while. And I think get some serious roles as she matures even further. She's just doing what every actress does. She's trying to rush to get there to look more serious. But I agree. It'd be nice to see. I feel like she is almost weirdly more mature, just because she's more quiet and reserved than Tom is. But I don't disagree. I want a more. You've said it. I know you've said it. I want a more mature Spider-Man in Tom Holland after he gave away those stupid glasses that Iron Man gave him to the first person he
candy
could.
from a baby.
Oh, it was.
That was the metaphor. Taking
stupid.
candy from a baby. He took the glasses.
It was stupid. It was totally stupid. I'm with you. So yeah, like we need to have some sort of better thing for both of them, in my opinion. But look, this movie could potentially do that. Again, I won't spoil more. We know a lot of what's happening in this movie, but there's a lot supposed to happen in this movie, so it could be fantastic. These titles, though, however, not feeling them. Phone Home, if I got it, I guess.
None of us like
it's about as dumb as Homecoming's stupid. Far From Home was stupid. They're all stupid if you ask me. David March.
The only thing better than spending my money is paying to get someone to match my money.
There we go. He
right.
wants Knock Shadow to match his money. Bam. Now, if Knock Shadow's going to keep matching, let's see what he makes the British. Tell Knock what he should have the British robot say. We got it. David said, "Oh yeah, that was great." So it came through. It came through PayPal. Yeah, good. It should have. Carlos is watching. What up, Carlos? Sounds good, looking good. Woo, Carlos, my man. Thank you for all your help getting that going through. And Cash App, JC sent over $10 for Team Sus. Team Sus,
bro.
Team Sus.
Gang.
And Michael also $5 for Spider-Man Home Alone Lost in the Multiverse. I mean, I'd like that. I would, if they're gonna go silly.
Home Alone, Lost in the Multiverse. Jeez.
Do it. Thank you for that. I make sure I did. And then there was one more super chat. Oh my God, Jody, OBS is like 10 times better with StreamYard. I got the chat on that side. I got the donation. I usually have to have 3 browsers going on, but now everything's in one browser. They made it. Anybody who's not using this, you're an idiot. You got to go back. But there was one I missed.
Idiot for a long time.
Oh, I can't believe I was wasting so much energy.
I got it, JC. Shout out to you, bro.
JC. Good job.
Thank you, JC.
Sending over a money sign, Jody's Corner. And then Tony J, thank you for the $2 tip. Are you sus gang? Are you sus gang, Andy? Because Jody and I always having fun, and you know what I mean. Dude, of course I'm sus gang. What are you talking about? I know what you're talking about. Team sus all the way. I will play. I will make anything. I will try anything. I'm not afraid of anything. There's things I don't like. I'll just tell you. But I'm open to whatever. I don't discriminate. Yeah. Of course, Team sus.
He keeps it 100, man.
Yeah,
you know,
totally. Whatever people got to do. Let's have the real talk. Wow, this thing is a game changer. There we go. All right, and then we had another one up there. Did I miss it? Marcos, Andy, some need to match my donation. Damn, why? It should have popped up. Oh wait, it should come in a second. Whoo! Knock Shadow just dropped the gauntlet. Oh, that wasn't Knock Shadow. That was Marcus. Let's see. Did it show up?
Marcus.
Woo! Here comes the British robot.
Andy, some need to match my donation.
Oh, Marcus stepping
50.
it up.
And David March.
I gotta get Knock Shadow. David March and Knock Shadow are gonna be the next inductees on my wall. So I got to reach out and figure out how we're gonna do it. But Marcus, my man. Bam. Those two have stepped it up. There's a few others that have been stepping it up a lot. So there it is. Marcus just dropped the gauntlet. David March, both $75 right there. Holy moly. Thank you guys for keeping this going. Amazing support. So much from Jody's Corner, etc. I'm so grateful and generous to you guys. Look, you guys have made this a thing. Now it's hopefully sounding better. I'm finally investing in this gear because I've finally got doing a little bit better that I can make sure it's paying off to you guys so you can see the results like Jody has taught me. So thank you for everything you're doing, Jody, to help make sure I know I'm putting the money where everyone is watching, because so what you got to do to see. All right, I've been paying you, Andy. What's going on? Well, hopefully now you can see. Bam! Look at that transition. The join right there. I can boom, 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 boom. Oh, what? Holy crap! I couldn't do it that fast before. Bam.
Easy peasy. It's just
Now let me
too
showcase.
simple.
I'm not paid. I paid for this item. This stream deck. If you are a streamer, whoo! Let me show you real quick because this thing is amazing, and I want to show you. You can't see it for a second, Jody, but I'm gonna put it. That's Lewis's head as my guest thing because I just had his as an icon. But therefore, as I click the buttons, watch. Wait, here it is. Boom! It switches. Boom! It switched back. Oh, my call to subscribe. Boom! Did you see how that worked? Back to me. Boom, boom, boom. Real talk. Now you see how it's freaking awesome. It's just because I was using
Stream
F
decks.
keys, man. I was using the
Jeez.
F keys, Jody, and then every
That's
time
crazy.
I hit a certain F key, like a help browser would just open up because I was.
Jeez.
It didn't work. So thank you to everybody who has been supporting. Bravo. And we got another one real quick before we clip this. Marcus did that amazingly. Gene Rick, thank you for the super chat. Keep it up. Will do, Gene. Thank you. All right, we have there's lots more I'm going to talk about. There's a couple other sort of articles, but overall, any final thoughts on Spider-Man? Are you are you cautiously optimistic because of the I know you are. It's the Tobey Maguire and all those introductions is what's making you more excited for this film because you're not a huge Tom Holland fan because you feel like he's still like a boy Spider-Man, correct?
Correct. If there's no Tom, let me be clear. If there's no Andrew Garfield, there's no multiverse, there's no Tobey Maguire, and there's none of these other past Spider-Mans. If this was just a organic, traditional Spider-Man 3 featuring Tom Holland, baby Tom Holland, and his next adventure, I have zero hype for this movie. And I would even predict this movie's going to be weak. But it's all the other stuff that they announced with Sony's multiverse that makes me through the roof excited. This is my #1 most anticipated MCU film for the next couple of years, easily.
I agree. I concur. I think this one's going to be. I hope. I hope it's good. There's a lot going on with this one though, so we'll see.
It will be. I think it will.
It could be weird. Where do you stand on WandaVision so far? Are you up to date?
I'm up to date on WandaVision. Yes, I am. WandaVision?
Are you a
What
fan
do you
so far?
mean, WandaVision? Of course I'm a fan of WandaVision. It's one of the greatest shows ever.
I haven't watched your. Have you done a review? I missed that. Are you?
I do them on
it?
Fridays
Are you
during
being-
the Friday streams.
Oh, that's during the Friday stream. That's why I've missed it because I haven't. I always get to catch the full hour.
WandaVision, only as good as WandaVision could ever be. It's excellent.
I sense sarcasm.
Sarcasm? Oh, what do you mean?
He's clearly under the control of Disney. Yeah, I'm not as a fan. I've been getting in trouble because people are calling me, keeping it real talk. People are telling me, Andy, you're so negative. Why you always hate
yeah, don't be so negative on the
Dude,
show, Andy.
that
Give it a chance.
last week's episode was garbage. Nothing happened again. I like my shows.
A lot happened.
I like my shows to have stakes. I like character development. And my
We
God,
got Photon.
20 minutes of Vision in a ice cream truck or whatever it was with
And
Darcy.
We got Monica Rambeau's Photon. We got
Who
her-
cares? What does that
we got
even
the
mean?
mystery
So
source.
wait,
We got the mystery source.
anybody can come in twice and then they become Photon? Does that make any damn sense to you, Jody?
Only her, because there's something special about her that we don't know yet. That had to do with her mother, Maria from Captain Marvel.
Wait a second. Are you on my stream capping for Captain Marvel right now? What just happened?
Fake Captain Marvel. Heck no.
What,
I
are
ain't
you a
Captain for Captain
scroll?
Marvel.
Is this a
Heck
scroll?
No, don't get it twisted like I'm a captain for Captain
What
Marvel.
is
Heck
happening
no.
here?
I'm talking about why her Photon is special. Why she went through what they call it, the hex. Why when even though everybody else went through the hex multiple times, when Monica goes through the hex, I think because there's something special about her DNA that they haven't revealed yet. That's going to explain why she became Photon and no one else.
All right. Yeah, look, I don't know who Photon is, and just because she got blue eyes and I don't even know what she does, I mean, okay.
Photon can convert herself into
Jody,
pure energy.
I'm not
She
going to
can move
read
at the speed of
comics
light.
to learn why I should be excited in an episode. Come on. I should not have to know the
Should you be
comic
excited
lore.
Just off of that body, my guy. She got body, boy. What
Well,
you talking about? She got that natural hair going on and that nice small waist and that booty, bro. That's enough to get me excited.
All right, well there you go. That now it makes sense. Yeah, look, I don't look. Everyone thinks I hate it. I'm just frustrated by it. frustrated.
I get it.
I'm frustrated because I think it would have been better if we could have binged it, and I think they're stretching us out too thin, and all the stretching isn't making me get excited about the characters.
Like
about the
you
plot.
said, it's a one-timer. Just watch it once.
Yeah, and I think people look at the end of the day when people watch it later, because only so many people are going to watch it week to week, waiting. I think when you watch it sitting there all at a time, it'll hopefully be more fulfilling. But I think the show is more about trying to sustain Disney Plus subscribers than actually doing a smart plot. I don't think there is much of a plot. They haven't told us. We're 7 episodes in. We got 2 left, and it's like, oh, I'm Agatha Harkness. Who's that? Who cares? I've been doing it all along. Okay, I figured. So why? Credits. I'm just like, every week they don't deliver really anything, and so.
Body.
That's what it is. Jody's just fascinated by the booty.
Yeah. Hey, absolutely good. Know what time it is out here, bro. She's looking quite delicious out here. I guess it's because I'm getting older. The more simple you are, the more beautiful you are for some reason. Like, simple beauty is more beautiful to me than manufactured beauty. Like, with all the makeup and the highlights and the hair and all that. I just feel like just simple beauty. Not too much makeup, just natural. I dig it. I just dig it so much now out here. Look at that. She got the blue eyes on deck. Go ahead, girl.
Nobody has a picture of her booty available.
They ain't showing that butt. You know what I'm saying? They be trying to hide it, man. They trying to make them, Wanda look like she top tier out here. But, Maria right there, like, what's happening? So I'm Monica. Monica's out here like, what's good? See, she don't have
I don't got a problem. I don't got a problem with her. Yeah, I don't understand what she's doing or why she's there. That's the kind of stuff I care about in a show.
Yeah, there's a lot of whys. Yeah, and I feel like at the end of this series, especially we're already there. These last 2 episodes, everything that we've been talking about as far as what's this, what's that, this, that, Agnes is this, she's manipulating that. All of that is done. The recap has happened in episode 7 last week. And now everything that we didn't know, we know. So everything that everyone was speculating about came out. These next 2 episodes is going to be all pure new material that is going to excite everybody, I think. It has to be.
I agree it has to be. It better get to
has
that point
to be.
Because
episode 8 has to be the best of the season. And then episode 9, the finale, has to be the best of the season. You know what I mean? Both have to be top tier.
No, episode 9 traditionally is sort of is still a tease of some kind, but it's going
to be a cliffhanger.
If episode 8 doesn't deliver, that's going to be trouble. Doug,
I agree.
I tried coming up with a new show title: WandaVision and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Monica Rambeau. I thought of that more about Cruella. Cruella felt more like Harley Quinn. If you're trying to connect it, but I guess because she's hot, she is fantabulous. Look, I got no problem. She's nice. But I don't know what the hell that means. Why does she have blue eyes? How did she get it? So anybody goes through the hex twice. Yeah. Oh, because she has special Captain Marvel powers, even though she was a kid before any of that happened. So that means we have some other backstory where some cat probably ate something and puked it and became a Tesseract. I don't know. So far, I think this show is showing how Marvel fans will basically accept anything. For being real talk.
Correct.
Talk.
That's correct.
I think this show is proving that Marvel fans don't actually care about story, character development, or sort of important things. And I guess I'm now the snob. But, I would have liked a little bit more. And this show just feels like gimmick over substance.
Absolutely correct.
And there are some twists. There are some things that maybe, I hope work and are worth it at the end. I'm still a Marvel fan. Don't get me wrong. But I also don't think this show is supposed to be the first show out the gate. Clearly, Falcon and Winter Soldier is probably going to be a little bit more what we expect, more fun.
Correct.
And I think that would have set the tone a little bit more because we would have gotten that first instead of this one. And so it is what it is. I'm not trying to be negative. I just think the show is a little underwhelming.
We have identified what it is, Andy. I've cracked the Marvel MCU formula maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I cracked it after Ragnarok, and I understood what time it was. The MCU is going to it's going to please you and me every 4 or 5 movies. You get your Avengers, then you get mediocre, like, man, there's that. Then you get your Civil War, and it's like, yeah. Then you get mediocre MCU movies. And then you get your Black Panther, Winter Soldier, then it's mediocre. Out of 23 movies, you probably got 5 MCU movies that are like, yes, this is what we like. And that's the formula, man. They have the formula where it's building the narrative of the MCU. and the formula boosts up mediocre MCU movies to the point where, yeah, Marvel fans absolutely cap for mediocre MCU films because they tie into the greater narrative that's the MCU. Oh, Ant-Man is, you know how many times people tell me when I critique Ant-Man and the Wasp, you know what their defense is? Oh, it was funny, but the quantum realm, you need that for Endgame. What about Ant-Man and the Wasp, though? That's still a trash movie. But the quantum realm, okay, I get it. I get it. So you're right. It's shining the mirror in the Marvel fans' faces. Most of them absolutely do take any MCU property for gold, and their ability to really critique isn't really there. It starts to fade away. And that's what DC was bringing. DC tries to get more of the cerebral cinematic elements out of us, something that we can have discussions and talk about deeply. And then Marvel tends to be family friendly. And then every now and then you get those serious type of movies, your Black Panthers, your Civil War, your Winter Soldier, Avengers, stuff like that.
Yeah, I disagree with any of that. I agree. I mean, I didn't have as much of a problem with Ant-Man because but again, you're right. It was a gimmick. It was like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids gimmick where I liked the shrinking and and I thought it got better.
You did it twice too.
So but I didn't need it. So and Doctor Strange, you could say, is its own sort of weird magic-y sorcery gimmick, like for those people who love those types of comics, which is definitely a style of fan, right? So yeah, it does deliver sort of its way. I interestingly enough, I rewatched while I was building the computer. I just put on something I'm going to watch Infinity War, and I just got sucked into it while I was building, and then I watched after it was done. I was like, well, I'm going to watch Endgame. I've never really watched them back to back.
Okay.
Infinity War is better. Infinity War is 10 times better.
Endgame is 10 times better.
Infinity War is such a better stakes. The finale is cool. The
stakes in Infinity War, okay.
Yeah, well, because the people do die, but then obviously they wash them all away and bring it all back in Endgame. But I felt like there was just more going on in Infinity War. I actually, when I watched it, I was like, wow, this is actually
I agree with that.
good.
There is more going on.
And then in
Endgame,
Endgame, I feel like it starts back and then it sort of rushes, and then it's like the blip, and it's interesting. I'm not against Endgame, I liked it. And then it's that finale. Like, Endgame is all about the finale, which is fantastic. I love it because it brings everything together. But as a movie go, I have to say, in rewatching them back to back, the time travel stuff is really silly in Endgame. It's really, really silly. And there's so much of it doesn't make any goddamn sense. Like, they've rechanged the timeline so drastically. Then how are you going to put the stone back? Because you changed everything so much. And then none of it makes a lick of sense.
Only because it has to clean up Infinity War. Endgame has to clean up Infinity War's mistakes. That's why that time travel's bad in Endgame.
But even when they show up to Wakanda, there's that, and watching it again now with Chadwick gone is it actually is more
it's tough.
It's tough. It is, and when he shows up and get this man a shield, rise all defenses. He's fantastic. It's and it was right after you're like, oh nice, we get Wakanda now. Let's where are you gonna go, Cap? Everything sort of lines up really strongly in Infinity War. It feels like they were really doing the best. They did a great movie, and then they were just running out of time trying to tie up all those loose ends, which I think they did. It's enough to I'll accept it. I'm not gonna go me will boo boo boo. But in watching it again now with some distance and watching them back to back. Look, I love the finale of Endgame, but I still think that how did Thanos come back? They only had one serum. It made no damn sense.
What do you mean, how did Thanos come back? They got Thanos from 2014.
I know, but Nebula substituted and went back, and then somehow got Thanos' ship without any particle. How did that? How did he come back in? He didn't have Pym particles. How did Thanos' ship come from the past into the future to blow up the Avengers?
I see what you're saying.
It made no sense.
So Nebula was there.
Nebula finds the thing, and then it takes the underneath and goes and substitutes. So remember, we have one trip each. They make such a big point. We can only have one round trip each. But then somehow she knows how to work the computer to turn it on one last time for Thanos' ship to shrink in and come over into the future. Can somebody explain that to me? It made no friggin' sense. Plus that scene where Captain Marvel shows up in Endgame, it's kind of cool, but to me it ruins everything because the stakes
they had
are
to have used a return Pym particle. They had a Pym particle to go and a Pym particle to come back.
Right,
so
but she only had one, and Nebula goes back. Remember, Nebula goes back with them. She goes back with War Machine, and fake Nebula is there in the present.
Right.
So how did Thanos get it? How did they get Thanos to come in?
Didn't they use Nebula to transport the ship? Oh wait, on the present day side, they let Thanos in. They let him in from the Avengers headquarters.
Sense. It makes no sense. Someone's like, oh well, they must have had Ma did it with them. Ma is the most intelligent.
Nebula did it on the Avengers in the Avengers hub. That's how they brought Thanos in. Not on Thanos' side.
But how did she?
She still has that device and shit on her, that the time watch.
Yeah, but Thanos didn't. It makes no.
Thanos did when they got Nebula.
His whole ship is morphed in from the past and shows up somehow.
By Nebula, right?
Yeah, Nebula goes to the keyboard in a little janky thing they have, and literally somehow warps over not only Thanos but the entire warship.
Yeah.
Which had to have been shrunk and then like unshrunk or so. I don't know. How do you get a warship through that? I mean, it made no freaking sense because it's a warship.
Yeah, I guess you could say,
it makes no sense. It's literally
shit, but it didn't show.
I sort of just ignored it the first time, and it is what it is. Like, obviously, turn your brain off and enjoy these movies because it doesn't make any damn sense. I'm just saying, from a watching standpoint, that one really stood out. I'm like, well, wait a second. The other one is there's no way Hawkeye would have gotten the Soul Stone because she kicks herself off the ledge. He does not drop her. He does not do it. She kills herself. That is not killing someone and lose. You know what I mean? Like, he's holding her. He's trying to, and then she literally pushes him off and yanks it away. Like, Thanos pushed Gamora off the ledge. No! Hawkeye's like literally trying to save her, and basically Black Widow. Now, what would have been even darker is if if Red Skull like float over and be like, she killed herself. Sorry, you don't get the stone.
I think it doesn't matter. I don't think it'll matter.
That would have been sick.
Or they sacked themselves.
Anyway, everyone's saying Ebony Maw reversed the engineer. Yeah, okay, sure. I mean, it is funny because literally Tony's sitting there like, oh, that's okay. Give me a bottle. Just put a Polaroid. Okay, you have solved it. He solved cybercraft. I do love the moment where Pepper Potts is sitting there reading about composting. It's so Gwyneth.
So all it took was for him to say, hey, I think we could do time travel. All right, let me see what I can cook up.
Yeah, and he's like, put a little helix in there, and then you figure it out, sir. And then she goes and tells Pepper, and of course Pepper's like on the couch reading about composting, which is such a Gwyneth goop thing to do. And I did love the exchange. He's like, yeah, I figured it out. He's like, doesn't give a shit what she's saying. By the way, I figured out time travel. And she puts the book down like, oh, wow, that's exciting and terrifying. She's really good in that movie, I got to say. I like Tony and the kid. And I like when she shows up at the end.
She had emotion.
Yeah, shows up at the end like, we'll be okay. And she does a good job in that one. They give her.
I wanted Cap to be there and with tears with him. I didn't. Tom Holland coming in.
Yeah,
like I was like, get out of here.
But that was such a big part. They said it like he looks at the photo. It sort of inspires him to do it. The kid's gone. Yeah. Anyway, you have to sacrifice something you love. Exactly, Camden. And he didn't sacrifice her. She sacrificed herself. So I guess
would count. I think it's just you can say Black Widow. Can you jump off this cliff for me, please? Okay, that should work too.
I mean, I guess the truth is it hurt him, so it was a sacrifice.
Right.
But anyway, it's how Thanos came back makes no friggin' sense. None whatsoever. But
imagine Captain America coming, crying over his body, holding him up, saying, "I'm sorry what I did. I'm sorry for everything."
No, he doesn't need to do that. They cut to him crying. He was crying.
No, I'm talking about.
He's a gentleman. They weren't that close. You don't let Captain America over his wife, who he has a daughter with. What are you talking about, Jody? Wife. Of course he dies there.
Let me finish. And then afterwards, he goes to Gwyneth and begs for her forgiveness. I'm sorry, I let him down. I'm sorry. And then she hugs him. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. This is what he want to do. Like that. That would have been much more special, and I would have been crying in that scene for sure. I just feel like him and Captain America and Tony Stark rose the MCU up. There were two tentpoles that rose the MCU up, and I feel like they should have shared that moment together. I think Cap should have been more involved with that moment rather than just being in the foreground with tears rolling down his face like everybody else.
Yeah,
He
apparently.
got Rhodey there. War Machine there, bro. Look, I understand that's his best friend narratively, but don't nobody care about no goddamn War Machine, bro. Like, like you should have to have Cap and Iron Man in there, bro. Like that the fact that and that ties all the way to Civil War, how he knew about his parents dying and how, you know, he had to make the phone call. In Infinity War, he got the flip phone. He was going to call Captain America to come and help him. And then Ebony Maw showed up. And I just feel like it would have been just so much better if they replace that freaking War Machine and put Cap right there. Would have been nice.
You want me to make you cry now? Did you guys even know? Do you know why he picked cheeseburgers?
Because Iron Man won like that. He won the cheeseburgers.
Iron Man won. He picked the cheeseburger, but it's even deeper than that.
Yeah.
Which I learned this, so I thought let's do it. So the Iron Man, he gets a press conference, an American cheeseburger, but go even more back. A cheeseburger, Robert Downey Jr. as the actor credits a repulsive cheeseburger from Burger King as the catalyst for him giving up drugs. So the inclusion of the food in Tony's story is actually an extension of Downey's real life changes. So the cheeseburger was done. I read that was on purpose. It was a sort of a parallel to Robert Downey Jr.'s attempt to rebuild after his whole drug thing, because that's apparently a big thing. Like the cheeseburger at Burger King apparently made him changes. I don't know why, but
so he started to eat.
Yeah. So them writing a cheeseburger, not only with the fact that he did it, but them writing a cheeseburger was like a serious nod to Robert Downey Jr.'s own, fight with all the demons and stuff he was doing. So it was just a nice little, oh man, they really got you all over the end with that. But anyway, look, I like them both, and I do still like them both. The ending of Endgame is such a fun finale, especially when you see Chadwick come out through that portal again. Oh, whew, it's good, and it's good, except for the stupid forced female scene where they all just are standing at the right. It makes again no sense, but whatever. At the end of the day, Infinity War is a better film. Endgame, way better finale, and sums it all up. So I got to say, all right, we got more to talk about. I'm going to hang here longer. We're going to talk about. We'll start talking about our celebration of Jody and I doing this show as long as we've done it. Some other stuff. So thank you for watching. If you aren't watching it live, you should have. Catch the replay. Always the next day or so once I get it processed. You can check out Jody's Corner. Go subscribe to Jody's Corner on YouTube. Money sign Jody's Corner, Cash App, all that stuff. Go support my man. And all you guys watching here, if you haven't already, why aren't you? Come on, check that subscribe button. Make sure it's working. Hit that bell, all the alerts. Smash the like button. We got lots more coming here on the live stream, so don't go anywhere. But just clipping this for YouTube, so it's more digestible when you see it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Deuces.